Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Legend of Dragoon. And since last time, I got my way back here, and on top of that, I did the bit of grinding that I said I was going to do. I'm not sure exactly how long it took me. I was running through fast forward pretty much the entire time. But I do figure I should show you guys. Dart did indeed, like I mentioned in the last episode, get his final Dragoon level before anyone else, so that was, kind of expected, but yeah. So he learned his final Dragoon magic, the Red-Eyed Dragon. And the Red-Eyed Dragon is kind of an interesting one. I don't think I can actually look at it. I'm not sure if it's accurate or not, because it says it does 175% damage to all enemies, but Final Burst, who only does 75% damage to all enemies, or to a single target, seems to do a hell of a lot more. So there are a few instances where I'll use it, and I'll definitely show it off for you guys, but other than that, I haven't found it too particularly useful. Rose also got another Dragoon level. And who else did? I think Meru did. She's up to 3, and Miranda got up to level 4 there. When Meru got level 3, she learned Diamond Dust, and pretty much Shiva, but it's not Shiva, but it is Shiva. It's Shiva with a Shiva that's not old enough, basically. Anyway, on top of that, I finished off Madness Hero, and since I had gotten to max Dragoon level, I went back to Crush Dance, which I will be using a little bit in the upcoming little while, not too much. Rose, I got some more additions on Demon's Dance there. Get that one all set up. That one's pretty good. Look at that, level 3, 360% damage. It is intense. With Hashel, haven't done too much. Finished off Flurry of Sticks. That was pretty much all I did with him. I did use Albert a little bit. I wanted to get some uses on Gust of Wind Dance because I'm going to be using it in the upcoming boss fight. And I pretty much I spent most of my time working on Meru. So she was getting between 2 and 3 attacks off per battle, and I think I had 15 or 20 hammer spins already done. So somewhere around 60 different 60 attacks divided by 2.5. What's that? 25, 35. I don't know. Math's not particularly my strong suit. But yeah. So, and I also finished off Pursuit and started off on Inferno, which I'll show off eventually. Other than that, I do want to go over my new setup. Dart, I got him on the magical ring. That'll be very useful in this boss fight. I was using the Ultimate War God on Rose so that I didn't have to do Demon's Dance so many times, because I've done it a lot. And the downside to Demon's Dance is it can be countered in, I think, 4 different places. I think that's the most anyone can get countered on any one edition. It makes it really annoying trying to do it because you never know when the counter's going to come or if it's going to come. The edition itself isn't particularly difficult, but it does have its own annoyances because of that. Let's see. Yeah, so I got the Bandit's Ring here, pretty much standard for him. And what do I got? I got Therapy Ring on Miranda. She's got enough HP now that I'm not too worried about her dying, so the Therapy Ring will be a little more useful than the Physical Ring at this point for her. Though, of course, with Meru, and even with Rose, I still kind of prefer to have the Physical Ring over the Therapy Ring. But Rose is getting to the point where she'll be able to make better use of the Therapy Ring as well. Anyway, that's pretty much my setup for the upcoming boss fights. And let's go get ourselves a Dragon Block Staff. Again, I'll mention, there is a glitch specifically with this room. If you fight the other boss in this area first and then come here, at least in my case, it's at least 90% of the time in my case, it'll freeze up here. So I highly recommend killing this one first, specifically if you're using the emulator that I'm using. If not, at least save before you tackle any of the bosses. Make sure you save. Anyway, this is the Dragon Block Staff. I know I'm kind of spoiling that there's a boss fight, but we're not going to get the Dragon Block Staff without a boss fight. You know it, I know it. Everyone who's ever played an RPG knows it. Constrain. It's an interesting word to use. Size of the object. Well, yeah, I guess that's pretty true. There's usually quite a bit of power in, you know, simple staves or rods for wizards and mages and all that other jazz and RPGs and video games in general, really. That's a pretty powerful staff. 10,000 years. The Divine Dragon will be no match for us. Someone's confident. Yeah, you haven't been around long enough to know how difficult this can be. Oh. So... why are we bringing up Lloyd now? We haven't heard anything about Lloyd in quite a long time. You don't think it's possible? Well, you're the one who was with all the dragons during the Dragon campaign. I think I'll take your word for it. So, yeah, they don't really explain. Well, they explain that, but it's kind of odd, actually. I'll get back to that other point, but it's kind of odd that we haven't really mentioned Lloyd other than the fact that we're looking for him up until this very point, and then all of a sudden we're assuming he has something to do with the plot again. Did I miss something? I don't know. Anyway, but like I was saying, you know, they don't really clarify whether the Divine Dragon was actually active in the Dragon campaign or if he was sealed prior to it or after it or what the deal was. Considering the magical power required, I'm assuming it happened before, and also the idea that he couldn't be tamed, so he probably wouldn't fight on the human side during the campaign anyway, but I could be wrong. The moon object. Of course. We're already pretty sure about it. What are you hiding, Miranda? You don't want to talk about it. Great. Yeah, not too nice, are we? Anyway, how do we get that thing down from there? It's not like we can just fly up there and grab it. I had to, come on. Anyway, come on, Mara, let's get the staff and... whoa. Now what? Oh, that's just great. What do we got here? We have boss time! And this can be one of the most annoying bosses in the game. I will tell you why. Hopefully I don't have to show you why. Anyway, a couple of the things to note about this boss. He uses attack magic, and some of it's pretty buff. He seems to like to use that one, which I can't remember what that one's called. Anyway, not particularly important. The way I want to start off this fight is with Power Up. Power Up on Dart. Now, Dart and Miranda have about the same stat in magic. I think Miranda has 146 and Dart has 141. I want to use it on Dart in case I need to heal, because Miranda's going to be doing that. The other thing to note about this boss fight, as you notice, I don't have full Dragoon levels. This is key. You want to have under 2 Dragoon levels and above 1. The reason for that is so that we can use our Dragoon forms. Now, they don't announce this, but the Dragon Block Staff blocks the abilities of both dragons and dragoons, meaning we can't really use our abilities effectively in Dragoon form. He'll actually utilize an ability later on that will reduce you know, any damage you can do as a Dragoon to next to nothing and increase the amount of damage that is dealt to you in Dragoon form by leaps and bounds. It basically results in you dealing under 100 damage with any attack and him doing, you know, above 600 with every attack. So we're not going to use Dragoon forms. However, Dragoon forms are kind of effective in, you know, we have Rose Storm. I haven't been using Rose Storm a lot because it's kind of unnecessary, but we've already seen, well, you can see it again. I haven't shown it off in a while.
Rose Storm.
And if you've forgotten what Rose Storm does, it reduces all damage by 50% for 3 turns. Now, again, I'm not 100% sure on whether that's 3 of our turns or 3 of the enemy's turns. I'm assuming it's our turns considering the spell is cast on us, but yeah. So what I want to use here is I want to use Spinning Gales, the ones I bought back in Lohan, because this guy, the Grand Jewel, is Earth Elemental. Now, you guys would have laughed at me earlier during my test run of this boss fight because I went to use my attack item and I sat down. I was like, okay, I'll just use this. It'll be fine. And come on. There we go. And my arm wouldn't work. Kind of like it was there for a moment. And I was getting about 150%. So yeah, it wasn't very effective. For some reason my arm did not want to work properly for doing, you know, button mashing, so I think I've got it pretty much fixed. And as you can see, he does a lot of damage. Now, he has another ability that I want to bypass. So what I'm going to do is I'm also going to use Speed Up on Dart so he can use more Spinning Gales faster. Because I want to reduce this guy's HP by as much as possible, as fast as possible. Now, I don't want him to die. I'm going to chance it. Albert is going to be good in 2 ways. 1, he can deal a lot of damage. 2, he has Rose Storm, which is pretty much, well, it's not required for this fight, but it makes it a lot easier. So you want him to be on Gust of Wind Dance for this to really work, because you want him to get a few attacks in without raising his SP so much that he'll have more than 1 turn in Dragoon form. You always have to keep an eye on the amount of SP you have so you don't go over 2, because then you'll be stuck in Dragoon form for more than a single round and he'll have a chance to hurt you badly. So anyway, let's see if we can make use of this. This boss fight can be extremely long. Come on. Again, my arm seems to be cramping up or something. Can't seem to get my button mashing abilities back. Now, this is what I didn't want him to do. This has got to be one of the most annoying things a boss can do. And level goes down by 5. Now, in Final Fantasy VII, in the battle arena, this was negligible. Here, when we're not gaining levels very fast, it drops our DPS by a large amount. So this becomes really annoying really quickly, and it does prolong the fight far more than it really should. And he just died. So that's the big reason why I brought Miranda, is she can do a lot of good with healing. There's her transformation, which is pretty much the same as Shauna's, though she does look slightly different, I guess. So yeah, I'm going to be using her, and basically let's revive him, and that's pretty much it.
Light!
Moonlight's great because it's basically a free item. It's not free, it costs 10 MP, but 10 MP is negligible, really. So now that we've got Albert back alive, let's use some more spinning gales. I really would have liked to get Miranda in on the attack, but yeah, see, I could have done over 1,000 damage with a single attack or spinning gale earlier with power up on. However, now that he's used level down, I can't do that anymore, and power up I think that was the last turn I got to use it with. So what I'm gonna have to do this round is, oh good, he is still alive. I'm gonna need to heal, and unfortunately I am not doing too well on this one. So that extra healing rain, I'll just use healing breeze. I should be fine. Should have enough time to get Miranda to use a normal attack and get into Dragoon form, use Heaven's Breath or whatever that attack is. Meanwhile, I'm going to get you back on more spinning gales. As you can see, we've got his health down by quite a bit. Come on. My arm still is not working for me. I don't get that. Yeah, see, our damage has dropped by quite a bit once the power-up wears off. I am going to use a normal attack, though normally, you know what? I might actually kill him. So, basically, what this guy can do if I don't kill him with this is he can heal for 1,350 HP. Which can be extremely annoying, and it makes the battle take even longer. Come on, one more turn. Damn. If you can kill him fast enough, and where he doesn't get his turn, he won't do that. And of course, this makes the battle take even longer. You can beat him without him healing. I've done it before, but it takes better timing than apparently I have. I'm going to let Dart do that, and I'm going to use a normal attack here, just so that she has enough, not for the damage, just so she has enough SP to become a Dragoon, so she can heal on her next turn, which I'm probably going to want. Wow, that is sad. I just cannot button mash today, apparently. Wow. Anyway, he's going to keep pounding away on us with spells. That's pretty much all he does. And this is going to hurt. That's Earth Elemental. Please don't kill him. Please don't kill him. Don't kill him. Crap. I guess I'm not healing everyone this time. Alright, time to start fast-forwarding through things. This battle's taking longer than I wanted it to. We've already seen this. De-transformation sequences, yay! Yeah, unfortunately my arm is not working. If I had been able to get them up to, 230 consistently, my spinning gales, I would have had him dead by now, and then we wouldn't have had to deal with this. But I'm unlucky or something, and I'm getting more levels down, which means I'll do even less damage, and now he's going to hurt me. Please don't kill Albert. Okay, that's fine. That's, I believe, Burnout. We haven't seen that in a long time. Or no, is that something else? I think it's something else. I don't know. Now, have I used the final one? I have used the final one. So now what I'm going to want to do is I'm going to want to blow off a magical attack. I'm just going to, we've already seen that. I'm just going to use Final Burst, which again we've seen. Actually, you know what? I'll show you this one. Just because, why not? It says 175% damage to all. It doesn't do a lot of damage against this guy. Probably not the best guy to show it off against, but here it is. For an ultimate magic attack, it's kind of underwhelming, isn't it? It looks cool and all, but unfortunately it just doesn't do enough damage. Now, preferably, if I wasn't reviving Albert all the time, I would have had him reestablish... Well, we've already seen that. I would have had him establish Rose Storm earlier, but unfortunately, you know, I haven't been particularly lucky in this boss fight. Alright, let's get that over with. And let's, got no SP left. Let's attack so I can become a Dragoon and heal if I need to. Normally he doesn't employ the Dragon Block Staff to reduce your damage and make you take more damage. Really? Whew, he's alive, thank you. Yeah, they normally he doesn't do that unless, oh crap, unless you happen to stay in Dragoon form for more than one round. Come on, kill him, please. This boss fight is lasting too long. Thank you. Whew, that was close. Anyway, for this fight we get quite a bit of experience and a Spectral Flash, which I don't care for. Yeah, so lots of experience. With this fight, Miranda pretty much catches up with everyone else as far as experience goes. Albert, on the other hand, not so much. He still needs a little more, but yeah, even though they were quite a bit behind earlier on, you know, right before that boss fight even, they leveled up quite quickly, which is one of the good things about being able to, you know, use other characters through normal fights and then use, you know, the characters that are now under-leveled for boss fights, and they're pretty much caught right up. Was he trying to get us killed in here? I wonder. Anyway, if you head back, you can go back the way you came, or if you head right, we can take pretty much a shortcut out of here. I'm going to take the shortcut out of here. Whatever you do, do not run into a battle in this room. Last time I did it, it glitched out on me, and I just saw the circular room spinning over and over again, and it just locked up. So, don't run into a battle in this room. Not a good idea. Anyway, this one is, like I said, pretty much a shortcut. Take this path here, and jump here. We're back to this point. Now, do not go back into the previous screen. That will, I think it initiates right away, but just don't go back there until you're done with the other boss fight, which we'll be taking care of next time. So yeah, next time I'll just meet you guys back by the healing point there. I might change up my party. I'll think about it, and then we'll take on the other boss of the area. So that's all for this one, and I'll see you guys next time.